Hi, it's Harry Redknapp here. You're listening to a proper podcast. It's the Alan Hudson Podcast. It's proper football, proper talk.
There was. I don't know so much now. I mean, yes, I had horses for in Russia this year. Jan Molby what a lovely man he was. He's managing Kidderminster and stuff. So I got to get me a list of people. I had to write them down. Yeah, Lou Macari. He had horses with us. Lou was a big gambler in his day, but no, what a fantastic job Lou's doing now. Looking after the homeless. Yeah, Rushy, Jan Molby. I'd tell you one of the funny things I did. Just you talk about the connection with footballers and racing. I got hurt. I hurt my wrist one day, and I had to, we weren't looked after like you were people. You bloody footballers rolling around with a bruise in your ankle or whatever you did. Us jockeys. Anyway, they sent me to Lilleshall, which is where the footballers, that was the training centre. That's where if they were injured for a long time, they go. And I remember going up there, all these superstars there, Jan Molby and Andy King from Everton. And there's a nice fella called Martin Dickinson who played for Leeds. Leeds were going down there, but he was a nice fella. And, I've gone and been treated, and I'm going to have more treatment in the afternoon. And I went into the cafeteria, and they're all laughing everybody all around the place laughing. And I'm sat at the table by myself. They all come over and sit. Andy King, Jan Molby, Martin Dixon come over. All they want to do is talk about racing, and I thought that, that was lovely, and then we had a great afternoon. I mean, didn't bet a lot myself when I was riding, but I remember there was, you get to hear these stories about, there was some fantastic horse of Josh Gibbons working well. And I said to the boys, we must go down the bookmakers and back this horse. So we went down it got loose. We went down the bookmakers shop. It got loose, galloped round the track. They caught it and it still won. And I remember I was mates with them forevermore then, but this isn't it. That's just love, nice to be part of it. Yeah.
Well, I think probably the most obvious link to football and racing, when I was a kid, I got in the under-23 team, and I remember walking out, leaving my room. I never had breakfast, but I was walking down, and you used to have your newspapers outside the door.
Yeah.
In the hotels. When I walked past this room, and outside every door there was a Daily Mirror, Daily Express, Daily. But outside there was only one room where there was a Sporting Life.
Sporting Life, yeah.
Now, who would that player be at my time? Who would you think?
Peter Shilton.
Mick Shannon.
Mick Shannon.
Mick Shannon was always going to be. He called football. Peter. He called football a hobby.
Yeah. Oh, what a lovely man he is. I mean, I see him now and again, and have you talk about books? This book his son wrote on him is apart. I haven't read yours yet. It's the best. It's called How's Your Dad?
All right.
It's the best. It's so funny. It's just Shannon. About he's out the gallops with his Range Rover, and it'll only go reverse. It won't. It won't go forward. And then and then how did he win the FA Cup with Sunderland or someone? Who did he win the FA Cup with? Anyway,
Southampton. It's the big game coming up.
Yeah. Well, anyway, he said in the book there's another story about an apprentice comes. He's got an apprentice riding for him. So the apprentice is going to ride up north. You see. So the son brings the apprentice in, and Mick has a chat to him to boost his confidence. He says, "Now look here, son," he said, "I don't need to go up north and getting your bloody ass kicked. You got to fucking stand up yourself a little bit and be tough, and be strong. You're just a bit weak, Anyway, he goes out of the room, and Mick says to his son, he said that'll have boosted his confidence a bit, won't it? I mean, knock him down a bit, but he's just a wonderful man. But I remember meeting you when I went to play golf with you there. Peter Osgood we went down and tried to play, and it was off. It's foggy, I think. Peter Osgood, again, to meet your heroes like that, just brilliant, Yeah. And the other person I knew through that were racing it. And then the son writes about him all the time in the book. He said he went for a trial at Southampton, the Sun, And Bawley was the manager, he said, and he said he's still the best footballer in the club, you know. And we used to see Bawley all the time at Chester Barnes, who's sat.